Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Tap. In today's video, I'm going to try and explain to you exactly what UV unwrapping means. So the definition of UV unwrapping is UVs are a 2D representation of a 3D object. That may sound a little confusing to you, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this with an example. So here we have a 3D box, just made out of paper, really simple. And the UVs of this 3D box would look like this. You may remember this from school, where you got a little piece of paper and you folded it up and stuck it together. Now the process of UV unwrapping, okay, is taking that 3D model and peeling it back so you get a 2D representation of that model, because that then allows you to draw on this in something like Photoshop and then rewrap this around the 3D model with your texture. So now that we've covered what a UV unwrap is, it's taking your 3D cube and just pulling it apart so you've got a 2D version of it. Now when you've got that 2D version, you might be able to see, wrong way round, you might be able to see I've now painted dots on this. So imagine this is our cube, but we flattened it or unwrapped it, so we've got a 2D representation. I can then draw these dots on it in Photoshop, and then when I reapply it, this cube, now you may be able to see hopefully, this cube now has these little dots on it, okay? So that's just like if you were doing a dice, okay? So that's basically what UV unwrapping is. So I've got another bizarre example for you. I've got a tangerine by here, but let's just think that this is a sphere. It's just a sphere, okay? And if we unwrap it, basically what we're doing is we're taking the skin off it. So then we've got this flattened version, there you go. Weird example, but you've got this flattened version, so you can then go into Photoshop or any other software, it doesn't have to be Photoshop, and you can paint on this 2D version, and this becomes our texture then. We've unwrapped it, we've drawn what we want onto it and applied whatever image. So then what we want to do is we want to retexture this sphere. So we basically get this texture which we've created and we wrap it back round the 3D model, kinda like that. Weird example, but essentially UV unwrapping is taking a 3D model, splitting it up into parts so you've got a completely 2D version of that. Then you paint onto your object, you paint your texture in 2D. You can do it with stuff like Mari. There's Substance Painter as well. You can kind of like paint in 3D, but I'm not going to go into that. So yeah, you get your model, you unwrap it, so you've got a 2D representation, you can paint on it. Let's just stick with Photoshop as an example for now. You paint on it and then you wrap that texture back round. So that's UV in a nutshell. Now I have uploaded a few videos on how to UV a specific object, so I'm going to link them down below. But look, I hope this helped you understand what UVing is, and yeah, cheers for tuning in.